Welcome to my channel, The World of Science Fiction. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. The bridge of the starship Omen was cloaked in tension as Director Vanto's face stared out from the view screen. Every line on his face was carved with command, calculated, cold, and dangerous. He wasn't here to exchange pleasantries.
You've uncovered classified material Armitage. Unauthorized excavation of Orc tech, exposure to voidborne artifacts, breach of the chronoseal accord. The list is long.
Jason stood in the center of the ship with folded arms.
Funny how it's all stuff you never told the public even existed. Vanto's expression remained unreadable.
For good reason we didn't told anybody.
Alex stood at Jason's right, eyes fixed on the screen.
You erased a galactic war from history. People died to protect that secret, didn't they?
People died so others wouldn't. That's the difference between command and chaos.
You're not here to arrest us.
No, I'm here to offer you a deal. The Union has known about the Echo program for years. You weren't the first to trigger a memory vault, but you are the first to survive it with your mind intact. A series of genetically imprinted memories left by your predecessor, Jarvis Armitage. Fragments scattered across hidden Orc tech to safeguard against a total information wipe.
Seyna stepped into the conversation.
So you knew the truth, all this time.
We knew enough to know some truths are more dangerous than lies.
And now you want me to what? Work for you?
Vanto's lips twitched, maybe a smile, maybe a warning.
Work with us, you've already awakened more than you understand. But there's more deep space anomalies, voidborne stirrings in unregistered sectors, ancient tech activating across systems we can no longer monitor. You've opened the floodgates.
Jason's heart beat faster.
So you're admitting it, the war never ended.
No, it was paused and now it's resuming.
Jason glanced at his crew. Alex nodded slowly. Naomi looked pale but focused. Mark looked like he wanted to punch something. And Seyna, she was watching Vanto with Orc fury restrained behind discipline. Jason turned back to the screen.
You said you had a deal.
Vanto leaned forward slightly.
We give you access to restricted Echo sites. Union resources, jump access to the inner archive grid, support teams. In return, you give us what's in that ship. The champion, the artifact, and your cooperation.
Jason blinked once, then laughed.
Absolutely no.
Vanto's jaw tightened. Jason leaned in, eyes locked with the director's.
You want my help, you follow my lead. You want information, you share yours first. You don't get to erase the past and then ask me to clean up your mess. Not this time.
Vanto stared at him, the silence stretching long.
Then we have a problems.
We've had one for a while.
And then he cut the signal. The view screen went black, leaving the bridge in tense silence. Alex let out a long breath.
You just hung up on the most powerful man in the Union.
Mark chuckled from the co-pilot seat.
Remind me to never let you near customer service lines.
Naomi's hands were still poised over the console, her brow furrowed.
They didn't fire, they could've, should've, but they didn't.
Because they're still watching, still deciding if I'm more valuable alive or dead.
Seyna's voice was calm but edged with iron.
You challenged him. That means he'll try something bolder next time.
Jason turned to the crew.
We need to move, fast, find the next Echo site before the Union gets there first.
Naomi's fingers danced across the console.
There's another potential location. Faint trace data coming from the Tarson Belt, Sector 4 Epsilon. It's fragmented, but it matches the pattern from the vault.
Plot a course, we are not stopping.
As Naomi worked, Seyna stepped beside Jason.
You were right to refuse his offer, but it has consequences.
Jason looked at her.
I am used to consequences.
You don't understand what this means to the Orcs. The truth of the first champion of Jarvis. It was sacred and buried. If your Union uncovers it the wrong way, if they twist it into a weapon, my people will not forgive it.
Then let's make sure they don't get the chance.
The champion entered the room then, his armored form silent as ever. Jason faced him.
You knew they'd come for you and for me, didn't you?
The champion's golden eyes glowed faintly.
I have seen this future before, variants of it, echoes, some end in fire, others in silence.
The champion stepped to the center of the bridge and placed a hand on the floor console. Immediately, the lights dimmed, and a new holographic star map bloomed into view, uncharted systems, forgotten routes, and hidden signals only the Echo program could read.
This one ends with a choice.
Jason frowned.
Whose choice?
The champion's gaze bore into him.
Yours, you hold the future in your hands.
Jason stared at the glowing star map, watching as the champion marked the next location, a distant, red system at the edge of the Union's known frontier. Naomi zoomed in on the coordinates.
That's deep. We'll need at least 2 warp jumps, and the path cuts through sectors blacklisted by Union fleet logs.
Alex raised an eyebrow.
Let me guess, haunted, unstable, and full of things that want to eat us.
Pretty much.
Jason didn't flinch.
Set the course anyway, we're not giving them a head start.
You're chasing shadows. We need something concrete, something the Orcs can use to decide whether to stand with you or turn against you.
You mean your father?
He's not the only one watching now. Word is spreading. You've awakened pieces of the past. That kind of disruption doesn't go unnoticed.
So we've got the Union breathing down our necks, the Voidborn creeping back into reality, and a galaxy of angry governments wondering what the hell we're doing.
Welcome to the fun part.
As Naomi finalized the jump sequence, Rorario entered the bridge silent as ever. His long, fluid steps seemed to glide, not walk. Jason turned to him.
Is it something on your mind?
Rorario's gaze moved slowly across the crew, lingering just a moment longer on the champion.
The galaxy is out of balance. The Voidborn are not returning randomly. They are being called.
Who is calling them?
Rorario's voice dropped to a whisper.
By what remains of them inside you.
The air shifted, everyone fell still. Jason blinked.
What are you trying to say?
You are not just the echo of Jarvis Armitage. You are also the result of what he became. Whatever deal he made to stop the first of the Voidborn, it left a mark, one that transcended death and memory.
Seyna's hand tightened on her blade.
Are you saying Jason is part Voidborn?
I am saying that the line between vessel and weapon is thinner than you think.
Naomi looked at Jason, her voice quiet.
Do you feel it?
Jason didn't answer because he did. Every day since the first vault, the whisper in the back of his mind had grown louder. Not words, not thoughts, just presence. Watching, waiting, and whatever it wasn't done with him yet. Jason gripped the edge of the console as the unspoken weight of Rorario's words settled over the bridge. Part Voidborn, the phrase hung there like an open wound. Seyna's voice broke the silence, sharp and commanding.
If you are corrupted, I will end you myself.
I'm not corrupted.
You don't know that.
Jason took a step closer, standing firm.
No, but I know this. Whatever's inside me, whatever Jarvis left behind, it's not calling the shots. I am.
Seyna didn't back down, but she didn't argue either. Naomi, still monitoring the ship's core, spoke up.
Whatever's in you, it's stable for now. But if it flares during a jump, or if the Voidborn push through again, I can't guarantee what'll happen.
Jason turned to Rorario.
You said I was the result of something. Can you explain what?
Rorario moved with eerie grace to the star map. He tapped a sector deep beyond the outer colonies, a dead zone.
The Echo wasn't just a memory protocol, it was a prison. Jarvis sealed part of the Voidborn's essence inside himself to trap it. That consciousness passed to you.
Jason stared at the marked system.
So this wasn't just about finishing a war. I'm a damn vault.
The champion finally spoke, his voice like thunder beneath calm water.
You are more than that. You are a possibility.
Possibility of what?
The champion's golden eyes glowed.
Redemption or resurrection.
Suddenly the ship's sensors blared. Naomi's console lit up red.
Jason, I've got something. A surge in deep space subchannels. Long-range communications, but encrypted.
Naomi zoomed in. Her expression darkened.
Union Black Code Layer, Vanto's ship.
The transmission was short text only. Priority 1. Full strike authorization granted. Target Omen designate. Armitage. Capture or terminate. Jason stared at the screen, rage building behind his calm. Alex muttered.
Well, so much for diplomacy.
They gave him kill orders, Jason. You're officially marked.
Jason turned away from the screen.
That's good because now we stop playing defense.
The bridge of the starship Omen was quiet, not with peace, but with resolve. Jason stood at the helm, his eyes locked on the void beyond the viewport, the echo of Vanto's kill order burning behind his thoughts.
They're coming for us. They won't stop. Then we must strike first. Hit them where they do not expect it. Take their knowledge before they use it against you.
Naomi was already scanning Union channels.
I can try to break through their encrypted relay grid. If I can find the archive relay point Vanto mentioned, we'll know where they're hiding the rest of the echo data.
Do it, we don't just run anymore, we hunt.
Rorario stepped into the center of the bridge, his violet gaze unreadable.
This will provoke the Union. Entire fleets may be deployed.
They already deployed their worst. I'm still standing.
Mark raised a hand.
So what's the plan exactly? Because as fun as it is flying in circles dodging death beams, I'd like some structure to our reckless rebellion.
Jason called up the galaxy map, highlighting the last known location of a Union deep archive.
Tarsi's Nova, Sector 14 Delta, buried beneath a black-site observatory. That's where they're hiding the Echo data. We go there next.
Seyna looked skeptical.
That system is under heavy surveillance. We'll be tracked the second we enter orbit.
That's why we're not going through orbit.
He tapped a second route, a hidden jump point through a wormhole corridor on the system's edge.
We come in through the shadows. Naomi, you'll override their atmospheric sensors. Mark, prep stealth protocols.
Mark gave a little salute.
Operation Ghost Ship is a go.
Alex loaded her weapon.
What do we do when we find the data?
Jason turned to face them all, his expression set.
We expose it, we send the truth across the system. Let the Union panic. Let the people see what was buried.
The champion's voice rumbled behind them.
But the truth alone will not stop what is coming.
Then we fight too.
The ship's engines hummed beneath their feet as the warp jump charged. Jason looked at each of his crew in turn. Alex, his battle-scarred second, always ready for war. Naomi, the brilliant mind keeping their ship together and the stars from falling. Mark, mad, unpredictable, and fearless. Seyna, the warrior who once doubted him and now stood by him. Rurario, the alien enigma who knew more than he said. And the champion, a ghost of a war never ended. Jason Armitage wasn't running anymore. He was about to remind the galaxy that legends don't stay buried. They rise.